My name is Sarah Martinez.
Say it again.
Sarah Martinez.
Sarah, where are you calling us from, Sarah?
I'm calling you from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Arkansas. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. What you do for a living?
I work in property management, so I'm an assistant manager, but I actually also travel for work. So I'm usually in Fayetteville, like,
girl, nobody cares.
Maybe a little bit out of the month, but usually I'm like traveling.
This your first time here?
Yeah, this is my first time here.
You been here before?
Yeah, I'm reading. No, I've never been here before. I watch you all the time. And I was like, oh, she's not gonna pick me. I literally just clicked
and you got picked.
I know.
And you got picked. So we got Sarah, Arkansas, 23. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Do you have any kids? It might be Virgo night.
Really? No, I don't.
No kids. Never been married?
No.
Okay. And so we got Sarah, Arkansas, 23, Virgo, works in property management, also travels for work. No kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, Sarah?
I want a nice man. I'm going to be very honest. I have a thing I feel like every woman has probably a thing for bad men, but I think I can fix them all.
Bad men.
So I just want an honest, just nice man. I don't think I have he doesn't have to be rich, but just someone that can provide for himself and obviously at some point be a husband. So you have to be a leader, but I was a stay-at-home girlfriend for a little bit and I hated it. So I will always be working through.
Just unemployed.
Girlfriend, so you dated a guy and you didn't have to work?
Correct.
Okay, you didn't like it. Did he give you money? Like, how did that work?
So yeah, we had like joint bank accounts. So the money was there for me to get at any point. But
okay, most women are dying for this type of situation where they don't gotta work and they got access to a bank account. Why didn't you like that situation?
I did not like it because the house was clean, the laundry was done, I was cooking, and I was just kind of twiddling my fingers and waiting for him to get home, and I'd be like, but it was just boring. Me personally, I just got bored after a while. Like it was fun because we actually concluded to do that because he would travel a lot for work. So it just made it easier for me to just pick up and go with him. So,
it's interesting. Many, many years ago when I want to say I was 26.
Mm-hmm.
I might have been 26, 27. I was engaged. Mm-hmm. And I was working in radio. I lost my radio job and I got engaged and I moved in with my fiance at the time. And for 5 months, I didn't have, he had a really good job. I also didn't have to work and I also didn't like it. And I learned in that moment, I was like, I'm not meant to be a housewife because like you, I was very bored. And although I didn't have any money problems and he wasn't necessarily pressing me to get a job, my ambition inside wouldn't allow me to do that. So it's funny that you say that, but I can relate. People think that, housewife. And I've had women who are housewives, literally wives with children, who also say the same thing. They don't like it. They would rather have a job.
I will say it's the most underpaid job in America because he did have kids. He had 4 kids. 4 kids.
You left that part out. So were you raising the 4 kids as a house girlfriend?
Part-time when we had them,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Okay.
And it was just, I was cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, and but I don't know. It wasn't for me. I did get, when I got left homeless. So
when you guys broke up?
When we broke up, yeah. So also I feel like we don't always think about women. It's so nice, the idea of being taken care of, until technically like the money isn't yours when you really put it into perspective. So that was a whole situation because then I had to like fight for anything, but
because you're not a wife.
Say this, you are correct, but that is a house girlfriend. Now a housewife, sometimes if they break up, the housewife keeps the house.
Yeah.
Like with the legal, like you are correct, and it is a chance. But I think when you're married and things get broken up, you have more fights of getting things legally, as in money, homes, and all that. And it's also some of the reasons why men with money don't want to get married, because they think about that. They think about if things go a lot left, the woman 9 times out of 10 might come out better if it's a married situation.
See.
Yeah. There's a couple people saying that
left. Things go left. Nothing she said, what she explained wasn't going left. And a lot of times things don't go left. Y'all get bored. So when you get bored and you don't want to do it no more, then he got to pay you, break you off half and all that. Yeah, a lot of men are apprehensive. And it ain't like the loss is one thing. Or excuse me, how the loss happens is one thing. But his loss is a loss. This woman just said she got bored being a stay-at-home girlfriend, whatever the hell that is. You just unemployed and he's taking care of you. That's all that is. Kendra made her comment about not being a housewife. No, Kendra, I don't think you're a wife at all. If you're not I'm not gonna say if you're not a housewife, what are you? But the outlines of what a housewife would do, taking care of the household, the kids, the man. If you're not with that, what kind of wife are you? I don't know. You a work wife? What are you, a boss wife? What is that? What is this supposed to be? What is this? The optics of that look like? Traditionally, you want a man to provide. He's going to provide for the house. You're going to be the manager of the home, take care of all the things that need to be taken care of on the home front, and keep that dynamic solid while he go out there, hunt, kill, bring back what he need to, you know what I mean? Do what he need to do. That part is his home front is solid. He's safe at home. It's solid there. He can go out there and hunt in the street. If you're not going to provide that, then what? I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of wife you going to be. Like, well, I know housewives with kids who didn't like it and all that. They were not wives to begin with. You can put a ring on, put your white dress on, invite all your people to some damn hall, walk down the aisle and do all that. That's not going to make you necessarily a wife. You're married, but you're not a wife. And this is a lot of times this happens. It's in our community. You know, it sounds good, or you want the title, the recognition to put that ring in the other girl, your home girl's face. You the one out of the 7, 8 of y'all that's married, but you don't want to be a wife. You don't even know what that consists of. You know?
Like just managing the home. Like if he got to worry about that,
how could he hunt?
Away. Yeah. It takes away from the time that he needs to do whatever he's doing. Like y'all keep talking about traditional men. Traditional men, it might have changed. Men don't have to go hunt necessarily buffaloes and things like that, but he still got to go and be in the corporate world or whatever he does.
The concrete jungle. Yeah, you're gonna have to get it. It's not easy.
So he got to do that now. And so it changed slightly, just like women's duties have kind of changed. You don't have to. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that you don't have to wash clothes and stuff by your hand. You don't make food from scratch. So the duties are still the same, but how we do it changed throughout time is what I'm trying to say.
As well, let me riff before we start the video back up. Let me riff on something you said there too. You said as a man, being in that bush, having to get that hunt, to get that prey, to bring it to the home front. How are you going to be out there doing that and worry about the home front at the same time, right? I think you reverse that. That's these women want to be corporate bosses and at the top of the food chain there. The home front is being neglected. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're out there trying to be that hunter, and in that bush, they can't worry about the home front from there. So there's a teamwork aspect to this that they're not taking into consideration. I was bored. Like that's very selfish. Like you know?
And let me just say one more thing. How are you getting bored? With all the stuff that you got to do, if you working on a schedule, cleaning the house, cooking, things like that, how is you getting bored? I'm not saying it's the most exciting work to do.
I feel you.
But you don't have anything, you don't have no hobbies, you don't have no homegirls to hang out with. Like she just said she was really just sitting there waiting for him to come home.
See,
I'm do. So is that what he wanted you to just sit there like a puppy, like a dog, or just wait for me to get home? Now, nah, you got plenty of stuff to be doing.
Right.
Like I said, it's not the most exciting work, but there's duties, there's stuff that needs to be done. And you don't have no hobbies, you don't have no interests of your own to keep you entertained.
Take some cues from Susie's, Becky's, and Allison's out there. They make their time on the home front. They repurpose that. They'll be out there with little hobbies and start sewing up something, and now they got a little side business from running from the kitchen. You know, they're famous for that. You know what I mean? They do that. They kind of maximize their time. They might be able to. All right, she said it like she breezed through. I was cooked, cleaned, everything was done. Like she just did it. You know, it was easy. There's nothing else to do. Or let's say right. Or let's take that. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's take this time to woo. I do this little whatever you do, you can repurpose it. You got more time if you got more time in the day and you was just sitting there bored, that's up to you to maximize your time while you're in the home. You ain't got no kids or nothing like that, but you can't find something else to do in between your time to fill it up.
That's all I'm trying to say. This is ridiculous.
Man.
Let's continue.
It's like not me answering the comments, but I'm really young, but I do have a very old soul. So a lot of the men that I am dating are a lot older than me.
So what's the age range you want to date, Sarah?
Sugar daddies.
I want to date from 30 to like 40. 30 and I know that probably sounds crazy, but all my boyfriends have always been that age.
Ooh, 30 to 40. Okay. So now we got to you definitely want to work. What are some of your deal breakers? Let's go to that.
A deal breaker would be not an honest man. I need someone that's not communicative. I'm really good with someone like sorry. I'm stirring away. Okay, I need a deal breaker would be someone that's not communicative, someone that has not gone to therapy or like is okay with therapy in any type of way. Someone that's insecure. And when I say that is very vague, but I mean like a man that like isn't sure in himself to be in a relationship. I feel like there's a lot of men that don't understand what it is to really be with a woman, especially like even your situation person. Like you're a beautiful woman, you're very successful, you're gorgeous, like in body wise, and like I feel like in order to be with a woman like you specifically that comes with her own money, comes with all of that, it takes a very secure man to be that, to understand that she's her own individual person and she can come and go as she pleases, and she's choosing to be in this situation because she wants to.
Pleases.
And so I feel like a lot of men can't understand that because it truly is insecurity from inside.
Okay, well, first of all,
it has nothing to do with insecurity.
For the kind words. So overall, you're saying you want a man that is confident and secure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. You are very articulate for 23.
Yes. Like I said, I'm not a regular 23-year-old at all. And that it's like a bad thing and a good thing. It bites me in the ass all the time. Because I am very much still a 23-year-old.
So we forgot to mention that these are two Dizzy Lizzies up here, and it's getting close to the Dizzy Lizzy moments.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is Dumb and Dumber Part 3. I don't know if you might see it in the headline at the front of the video, but this is bad. This is brain cells. You're gonna lose some.
Right. And we're getting close to the part. So let me play it.
You're gonna lose some. Prepare yourself. You've been warned.
Oh, I do still enjoy wanting to go out and about and like go as I please, but I am really hardworking, and I don't know, I'm ready for the house and the kids and the picket fence. And I know that might be like, I don't know if it's delusional, but
I think a lot of women, so you're ready to settle down. So, okay, let's go with some more questions. Should the guy look a certain way?
Not necessarily. The last man I dated was actually Eritrean.
What?
Eritrean.
What's that?
From Eritrea. It's I guess a state in Africa.
A state in Africa.
I'm asking about appearance. So you're saying you'll date any ethnicity?
Yes.
Hold on. That's one. I believe it's Eritrea.
It's more.
And it's a country.
It's a country in Africa.
Not a state. It's not the United States of Africa or the divided states of Africa. It's a country. Okay. And Kendra didn't even catch it. Oh, I'm just talking about appearance. Kendra,
she said, and what?
That's what? Africans. It's black. Can we keep up? Anyway, let's continue. Brain cells.
Correct.
What's your background, if you don't mind me asking?
It's my room.
No, I'm talking about your ethnicity. I'm sorry.
Oh, mood. I'm Mexican.
Okay, you're Mexican. All right.
Yeah.
So any ethnicity you're open to?
Yes.
You don't have to say yes if it's not true.
I want to say yes because I feel like I've always dated African American men. It's always would have been towards only because I do have a big personality, and I'm really, really friendly. So it takes, I feel like Mexican men like the idea of me, but when it comes down to it, they just want me to sit down, shut up, don't do anything, stay at home and like make tortillas. And that's just not me. I talk back. So
you're saying
I need someone that
home situation, was it a Mexican man?
No, he's black.
He's black. Okay, okay. Oh, you gotta look. These women looking for that man, child. A black man that had a state, he was paying all the bills, no complaints. They feel like that man doesn't exist on my show.
It definitely came with the cost. I feel like things always come with the cost. So
okay, fair enough. All right, money.
Girl, so she talking about the Mexican men. She really not their cup of tea, or they not her cup of tea. Girl, get in there and make them
and shut your ass up.
Get in there and make them tortillas and while you in there, make some salsa.
Yeah, please, and shut up while you doing it. That's all that is. Like, come on, man. Anybody want to hear that? Right, protecting you from yourself. Smart and dumb.
I'm about to say something controversial. This is why some men, let me say some men of the past wanted you to be in there, just shut up and make a sandwich. I understand now, y'all.
Protect you from yourself.
Because when some women, not all women, let me just say that, not all women and not all men, when some women started to talk, no, hun. Can you bring the tortillas out? We don't need you to talk about the states of Africa.
Right.
No, hun. We don't need that information.
We don't.
We don't need. I asked you to smother the chicken, and you would put it underneath your bed.
Put a pillow on top of it. No.
Hun.
No. Just sit here and make the tortilla.
So we don't need your input. Yeah. So I'm not saying it was right for men to think that way, but I see why some men said that. Yeah. Just stay in the kitchen, make a sandwich, and just don't say nothing. Yeah. Because some women didn't have valuable input. Now we know that women that are wives and helpmeet, they do offer valuable input and things like that. But that just shows you who's the wife,
right,
and who's the helpmeet, and who's the bed witch.
Right. And see, that comes with a certain amount of wisdom and experience. Right. Your mindset has to be a certain way to navigate like that. You can be that helpmeet and do all of that. You know what I mean?
Offer something valuable to
exactly. That's different than education. Like this is the educated. I'm sure she got some degree and she's doing something somewhere. Like Kendra got a degree, I'm sure. But y'all are not intelligent. You're educated. That's two different things. Like when it comes to this, you're dumb. You're dumb. Dumb and dumber over here.
Like, I'm sure, let me put it like this. I'm sure if you had a valuable point to make and you spoke with some wisdom, men would listen.
Yes.
Men listen to women,
all the time.
not like in a guidance way, but I'm saying
influence.
When a woman, when a feminine woman walks in the room and when she speaks, they listen. Right. This is not the type of woman that has to be boisterous and call people to her attention. When this feminine woman speaks, the room quiets so that they can hear her input. But if you come in here dumb and don't offer nothing valuable, nobody want to hear that.
We're trying to hear.
I don't even, as a woman, I don't want to hear that. Girl, right. she was talking about your ethnic background.
It's my room.
Not your background. We see you in a room.
Jesus Christ.
This is why I said Busy Lizzie's to try to prepare y'all. So.
Dumb and Dumber 4. Dumb and Dumber 4.
Let's continue.
Did the guy make a certain amount of money, Sarah?
At least 80.
Okay, 80K at 23, child.
Yeah, at least 80.
So if he made 60, don't reach out to you.
I can settle for it.
You can settle for what?
I'll settle for 60. I can't settle for anything less.
Okay, 80 is the preference. 60 is the absolute lowest.
Line.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh. I'm like, what are we waiting for? Okay.
What are we waiting for?
Look.
Okay, we see you, Sarah. Ooh. You want to show your weight? I see.
Flat.
I'm 5'3", so I'm a little short.
Okay. Would you date a guy with kids again?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Do you want kids yourself?
I'm kind of 50-50 right now.
When was your last relationship?
I guess like a little bit ago, like I guess last week. I was in a situationship for 2 months. But I said last week.
You broke up with somebody 7 days ago?
Yeah,
they broke up. Kendra.
Why did he break up with you?
He broke up with me because I travel for work, so I was out I work either if I'm not here, I'm traveling, and so I went to Dallas for a weekend, and I ended up stepping out to go see some friends. I used to previously live in Dallas, and basically I was out with a friend, and I was out after midnight. I didn't think it was a problem. I didn't know it was a problem. And so I was at his house, my friend Dom's house, and basically I thought everything was fine, and I ended up calling him. He didn't answer. And the next day he was just like, I can't, if you think it's okay to be at someone's house a man's house after midnight, like I can't deal with it.
Wait, so whose man's house was you at after midnight?
He's one of my friends.
So so you just happened to be there?
So I actually I used to live in Dallas, so I was just catching up with him, and I just wanted to like just have fun and like go get some drinks and catch up and just be around familiar faces. And I ended up stepping out with this gentleman, and we ended up getting some food, and he lived in the same vicinity that we were at. So I just went to go eat my food, and we were just talking, whatever. And then it was like.
So your boyfriend called you while you were there?
No, I was texting him, and I'm like sending him pictures. I'm like, hey, I'm eating. And he's like, I was like, I'm at Dom's house. And he's like, who's Dom? And I was just like, oh, my friend, like I told you earlier when I got off the phone. And he was like, okay. He played it off like it was fine. He was like, okay, it's fine. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah.
Did you ever date Dom?
No.
Does he have a girlfriend?
Dom? No. Dom is.
Does that matter?
I think he might be like 45. He's been married twice. Not to put his business out here.
But you like him old though.
I understand where he came from. Yeah. But and we had a conversation this past Tuesday, and I was like, I feel like you set me up for failure because again, I'm very communicative in a sense of I'm on the phone headed to this vicinity. It's called Deep Ellum. I don't know if you've ever been to Dallas.
So would you be fine if the roles were reversed?
You in the
like, he went out of town, he was with a female. The female came to his house after midnight and they were eating and talking. You would have no problem with that?
No.
Okay.
Because I believe that a man is going to cheat. I feel like, and this actually goes for straight up, I'm not even going to put a gender on it. I feel like if someone's going to cheat, they're going to cheat regardless. If they want to. It's a self choice. If someone wants to cheat, they're going to cheat. And me personally, if you feel like you need to do that, or that's what you want to do, I respect it, and I will always walk away. If you decide to jeopardize.
Let's unpack some of this here. Let's.
This is cap. Nothing but cap.
Let me give y'all some game, ladies. Let me give you a little game, right? This was the hot girl summer move she pulled right here. If you tell me you going somewhere, or tell any man you going somewhere, you can't switch locations midway. Who the fuck is Dom? You said you was going with so-and-so to so-and-so. Who is Dom and why you at his house? And what homie said is true. If you can't understand why I'm upset, then we need to go our separate ways. Like, and that ain't got that's nothing to do with being insecure. That's just a hot move. She said she date older gentlemen. That's what she said. Oh, they always So he's looking at things. Type. Right? He know your type. Dom is your type. Right. He's looking at things through a different lens. You young and you just, I was just going to eat my food and we never did anything down. No. That doesn't look the same on his end, you know?
Right. Can I tell y'all what really happened? Or what I think happened? She said, Dom, I'm in a bind.
Oh God.
He said, what you gonna do about this? Is you coming? Is you gonna come or not?
You ain't getting no more money till I get what I want.
Right.
Done.
And so she hopped in the car.
Stop.
And they went to the little bar scene, Deep Ellum.
Stop.
Got some little food, a little drinks, and then she said she was with friends. So I don't know what happened to the friends. Where the other friends at? Because now you in the car headed to Dom's place to go eat. You telling me you couldn't eat at the bars?
Where you bought the food? Deep Ellum got places to sit and places you could be outside. I've been there. I've been around. I've been there. Like, come on, stop.
So you telling me you had to go back to Dom's place? Not even with the homegirls.
It's me and Dom.
It's you and Dom.
After midnight.
So Dom get you back to the crib. And so it's after midnight. So at the stroke of midnight, Dom is getting his strokes in.
Oh God. See. Petty. That's petty. You didn't have to do that.
Dom is stroking to the stroke of midnight.
I'm done.
That's why your man was upset.
I'm checking out.
Because why was you at this man's house? First of all,
Kendra, and hold on.
Why you at his house?
Right. How did we end up here? Who the hell is Dom?
Who is Dom?
And why you got to be at his house after midnight? Like, come on, man. That's sense. You see, y'all ain't got how I go? What's the saying?
You ain't got the
sense the good Lord gave you.
Yeah,
you dumb. Y'all are dumb. And then Kendra, look. Here we got dumb and then dumberer up here. She gonna ask him, "Have you ever had sex with Dom? And do you have a girlfriend?" Like that makes any difference? It might not be. It might be his lucky day.
Right, Dom might have a girlfriend,
and she ain't here, so forget about her.
Right,
Dom probably been trying to hit that for years.
Right,
and
because
that's gonna stop him.
The other part of it is Dom is 45, she 23. She said they've been knowing each other for a good amount of time. So since when? How long you been knowing Dom, and where do you meet him at?
Good amount of time. And you was just playing Miss Sealy with the other dude in the four. How you doing that? Then you know Dom and all. Get out of here. You're 23. Something ain't right.
Dom was stroking.
I'm done.
I know. Dom was stroking. And he sent her on her way with a little cash in hand. She had to take her one of those guilty, shameful showers. Do the slut walk.
Slut walk in the morning. I'm done.
And she on the phone trying to fight this dude.
Oh,
we ain't do nothing.
Here's another part of it. She said, if you're gonna cheat, then why am I quoting Dizzy Lizzie's? But let me humor myself. If you're gonna cheat, you're gonna do it anyway, or whatever. So what's all the phone calls and pictures you said and lives or whatever you was doing? Like, that wouldn't ease his mind. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna do all that to get him in a state of comfortability, and then be getting clapped, like you said, at the stroke of midnight. Dom is doing the like, come on, man, that ain't quelling no fears or any apprehensions he might have, because I sent the picture of the. Come on, man, get out of here.
Send that little ninja a picture.
Right. I don't want him calling all night or whatever.
Right.
You know, that's how that goes when you know you with a with somebody else broad. I don't want him calling, interrupting, and all that. Put him to sleep, tuck him in.
Give me him a picture. Yeah,
tuck him in, put him to sleep, and so you can come do this Nindo over here. Like, let's do this. Like, I'm not waiting while you gotta talk to him on the side, and I gotta hold my breath and mute the TV. I'm going too deep into my fuck nigga-isms. Anyway.
Oh, but I'm telling you, that's what happened. That's why that man was upset, because he know what happened. He already know. Now she gonna say that they was dating. Well, she already said that they was dating for 2 months. So that's probably, he really not even your man.
Early days. You ain't got no trust. You didn't build up no trust.
So, but he know not to go any further with you, because you at Dom's house after midnight, probably getting it in.
And again, the caveat, it probably wasn't even being at Dom's. It's like, all right, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But you can't see why he would be upset. That's why your ass gotta go.
That's really why he's upset. He told you. He told you why he was upset, and you don't want to believe it. So when men tell you, you don't want to believe what they're saying. Right. You try to make it up all in your mind. Right. That man is not insecure. What man wouldn't be a little upset that his girlfriend is at another man's house after midnight? Right. Or you just sitting at another man's house, period. That's what I was asking.
Some dudes to take that.
Why you need okay, so if he just such a good friend, why the other friends didn't go with you to his house? He's one of the friends.
Right.
Okay, we going to Dom's house. He got
party at Dom's.
It's a group.
Right.
So you and Dom. You ditched your friends to go with Dom.
Well, were there any friends?
They probably
to begin with.
That's what she told this gentleman.
Please.
What we have going on, and I was not enough for you. No hard feelings.
I mean, obviously you wasn't doing anything because you were communicating in the act of it. I think every relationship is unique, right? And you got to know your partner, right? So I think if you value your relationship and you know your partner, there's certain things that you might not do just because A, you value your relationship, and B, you know your partner, right?
Yeah.
I think there's some people that might agree with you that will say you didn't do anything wrong, you were with a friend past midnight. And there's other people that will say, well, I mean, that is inappropriate, right? It is. I think it could go both ways, as I'm hearing you.
Come on, man.
Say this right quick. She just oversimplified what happened. You was at a friend's house after midnight. Nope, you leaving out the details and the facts. You was at a man's house,
right,
after midnight.
He knows nothing.
You was at a man's house that is your type after midnight. You tried to oversimplify that. That's not it.
Yo, like, what are you talking about, Kendra? Then she says, obviously you didn't do anything because you were communicative throughout the whole time. My man, shorty will be on the phone telling you this and that, FaceTime, do all that. And once she hang up, she turn into motherfucking DJ quick.
Shoot.
Like, come on, man.
I'm sure there's chicks that probably was texting dude and getting them cheeks clapped at the same time.
Come on, man. Come on.
You don't know what be happening, Kendra.
Come on. Right when she done. or in the act. Just
right in the
straight in between words. She getting her scat just
shoot.
Come on, man, get out of here. Y'all, this is crazy. Simple, dumb.
We just gonna believe. We just gonna believe her because she said nothing happened. I don't know. That's why I gave a scenario because I feel something did happen.
Probably,
but we wasn't there. We wasn't there. We don't know.
Like it. If it looked like it. And quack like a damn duck. It sounds like a goddamn link. Like it sounds like you was linking or whatever you seen. Oh well, Dom, I'm a little twisted. And
you know
it's a little late. I had a 1-2. I'm going to Dom's. Like, come on, man.
Right.
It happens. Like,
and then there was another thing that she said. She said I stepped out with Dom. Usually, people used to say that when they cheated.
They cheated, yeah.
I stepped out.
I caught that. Mm-hmm.
She made it sound like I stepped out, like to go outside with Dom.
That was a Freudian slip. She let that slip. Like she did. That's what she was doing. Like that whole thing was a step out or a pop out. Oh, I'm gonna be in town, and that's how they do, man. They ain't slick.
Right.
They ain't not slick.
I wouldn't sign up for that. I would. No, hell no.
And I agree.
Where her man at, and why she not with her man at midnight in the house?
Yeah, and I actually called him on Tuesday, and I apologized because I was like, I hate that I probably even made you feel some type of way. But I had called him like on my way out. But I know what it seemed like. But I feel like, I should have just had a little slap on the wrist and said like, don't do it again.
So instead of him ending the relationship, maybe this is who you was right? Wrong. Maybe this is like you seem very comfortable. You seem like there was nothing wrong with it. You seem like if he did it, you told me it wouldn't bother you. So how long did you guys date for?
Like 2 months.
Oh, you were in a relationship for 2 months?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't bad. But before that, it was that previous relationship. So I hadn't been in an actual relationship for like 3 years.
Okay, so for either way, that relationship's over. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
When you was with Dom?
Like a month ago.
Was your ex-boyfriend?
With Dom.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. Being more sensitive about someone's feelings.
She don't care.
/ perspective. Not being so impulsive.
Going with Dom.
And
ditching your friends.
Knowing when to sit down.
Knowing when to sit down. Okay. And why would a man be lucky to be with you, Sarah?
A man would be lucky to be with me because I am such a sweetheart and I truly give.
Sure.
I give love. I cook. I clean. I fuck. I suck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not quoting Young Miami.
She was at Dom's. Fucking and sucking.
So that's why Dom wanted you to come through. You doing all that. Dom said, "Yeah, my girlfriend out of town. She won't be back."
Scatting. She was at Dom's doing the scat. I know it. Freak.
Look how she looking.
Look. Freca. Knew you was with it. With the business.
You don't just joke by something like that.
But you can't see why he would be a little apprehensive. And like I said, too much you ain't earned no goodwill. You just got here. And you already acting. Man, go ahead. Go stay with Dom. Motherfucker.
Your corn tortillas wasn't even that good. That's what he probably said. Like, it wasn't even that good. The scat wasn't even that good. So you can go. Dom can have you. Like,
I'm done.
Huh? She said that?
I think she said that. Maybe she didn't say that. No, she said she said
that. And she got excited.
Okay, but someone said that. I've heard that. Those 3 things before.
Yeah, maybe you should listen to it.
Yeah, well, I joke around. I always say that, but no, I'm a really good woman, and I I learned that person from the inside out.
Indian
and
style, like
if you say like, oh my God, I was craving like this type of cheesecake or whatever, I will remember it, and then
I'm sure you got that
you'll have it at your doorstep within, or I'll make it for you within like the next week or so.
Okay, let me cater to you, baby. This is your day. You're that girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm such a giver.
All right, let's do it. So we got Sarah, Arkansas. Should the man be in Arkansas?
No. He doesn't have to be.
Okay. You're 23. You say you like to date older, 30 to 40.
Mm-hmm.
She's a property manager. She also travels for her job. She has no kids, never married. Prefers you make at least 80K. She could start with 60K, but that is the bare minimum. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, I'm not.
All right, so you have to download it. Sarah is taken. So I suggest you come up either with Sarah and some numbers for your username.
We will do SMG.
Spell it.
E-Z-Y.
Spell it again.
SMG. E-Z-Z-Y.
Is that all one word?
Yeah.
Just put Dizzy Lizzy on there.
It's my initials.
Okay. So you'll make that your first name.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you
All right. Yeah, that name is not taken. So make that your first name when you download the profile. That's the name that men will do to search you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So SMGEZZY will be her name on the Kendra G singles dating app. All right, girlfriend. Well, I think you're gonna get a lot of hits, especially since you said you F, you suck, and you cook, and you shut up. You know, whatever line you said.
That's a lot.
They definitely want to reach out to your ass.
Not y'all think I'm talkative. Okay. They're fun.
No, it's all good.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No problem.
And I'm so proud of just you and all in general. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Sorry
Sarah.
to see that. Thank you, sweetie.
Go make them tortillas.
I will. Yes, ma'am. Bye.
She talk about Sarah. She quiet. She quiet. Fucking suck, but couldn't shut up and make the damn tortillas.
And she said Mexican men didn't like her because she talked back, but then she quiet and all of that.
How?
Girl, boo.
Oh man, my brain.
Busy.
I need to go do some puzzles or Rubik's Cube or something to build up the brain cells I lost with these dumbasses on the show. Man, did you hear her? Did you hear her?
Busy.
Oh God. Oh God. It's getting tough. Girl hanging out at Dom's. You know damn well. She said, I thought I'd get a slap on the wrist. So you know you was doing wrong. You didn't know he wouldn't take it that way. Man, please, man. You knew when you went over there you was wrong.
And who is Dom? We still don't know who is Dom. Is Dominic Toretto? Who is Dom?
Dom. Black man named Dom. Well, I don't know if he was black.
We don't know if he black. But she prefers black, though.
Yeah. So I'll let you draw your conclusions from that.
Dom.
She didn't know. The heifer said, they asked this dumbass, what's her background? It's my room. And the states of Africa. I'm done.
The United States of Africa. I didn't know.
I didn't know that
it had became united like that.
Right.
Thought it was divided and warring.
Right.
And whatnot.
Shit. Maybe that happened on TikTok. I gotta get a TikTok. Maybe be on TikTok more. TikTok news.
Maybe so. I don't know.
Damn.
I didn't know they had states.
Kendra and her dumbass questions. Does he have a girlfriend? Does that matter?
She got a boyfriend and was over there.
That's what I'm saying. Point being, you was over there. What he got and all that don't matter.
So,
if he hit it before.
We went and got some food and we went back to his house. What happened to your friends? That's what I'm still trying to wonder about is what happened to the other friends? You just ditched them. Like, oh, Dom here. I gotta go.
That shit was a link from the whole get down. It was the whole purpose of the trip was the link with Mr. Dom.
And when she got to Dallas, then she gonna tell the boyfriend,
about him.
She goes, I'm with Dom. Who is Dom?
Mm-hmm. She probably didn't know how he would, how he would react. Not that she was with him, but that she would be out or whatever. How would he be calling through the night, or would he be doing this? So she said, "Okay, well, I'm going to volunteer this information." She tried to pacify him, so to speak, and he wasn't going. He's like, "Nah, buddy." What she said was key. Like he said, is that the fact you don't know that you did something wrong is why you had to slide.
Right.
Like, damn well you was wrong. Please, you didn't do nothing wrong. But it's funny, he not playing these games with you.
Right.
You 2 months in and you're hot. You ain't build up no trust or nothing like that. Like, it was still a fresh kind of situation. And your first wrong was a big wrong. Like, nah, don't do that. Just pop up. I'm going to some man's house. Okay, I'm going to the city to go do this and that. And now all of a sudden there's some dude in the mix and I'm gonna be at his house. That's the hottest move you could make, ladies. Free game. Don't do that. Don't do that. That looks bad. I don't care what circumstance, whatever it was, that looks bad.
Yeah. So. And then all this about the stay-at-home girlfriend. Stay-at-home girlfriends don't exist. That's not a thing. We're not gonna make it a thing. It does not exist. I reject that. And let's say you are, that's more like a kept woman. That's not no wife. That's you just don't do nothing and he pays your bills and hand you money and things like that. A kept woman. Yeah. And then you can suck and all that on command. That's that type of woman. This is Miss Sarah here. If you really doing the duties of the household and managing the household, you telling me you ain't clean that whole house and you ain't got nothing else to do?
You find nothing to occupy your time.
You ain't done everything you needed to do for the day and you bored. That means you ain't got no hobbies. You don't at least watch no TV. You don't do nothing. You just sitting there like a puppy waiting for its owner to get back.
That's bad.
That is bad.
Idle time is the devil's playground in a woman's mind.
Right. Because you then started overthinking, what is he doing? When is he coming back? Find you something to do. And let me just go on this thing about hobbies. A lot of women out here do not have hobbies. This is why they chasing you around, seeing who you with, what you doing with your time, when you get off of work, who you with, when you coming home, because she does not have hobbies. But a man, don't ask that lady, whatever chick you interested in, ask her if she got hobbies.
Yeah.
If she don't got hobbies, keep it moving. Because that's a woman that's going to be following you around and sitting there bored. And then let's say she is a stay-at-home wife. Now she bored because she ain't got nothing else to do with her time.
Yeah, but chase you around and worry about what you do and how this and that and all that nonsense.
But yeah, a lot of women don't have hobbies. And for the women, you got to find something that you like to do. Y'all want to go find yourselves by going and riding all the D's on the carousel. How about finding what you like to do? Ain't that the time you spend getting to know yourself? You telling me you spent all this hot girl summer and all your youth getting to know yourself, but you don't know what you like to do in your free time. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
you know what type of Dino you like, but you don't know what you like to do in your free time. Make it make sense.
That's mad.
You don't know if you like to read books. You don't know if you like to play video games. You don't know if you like to watch reality shows, go hiking, gardening. It's all types of stuff that you could do in your free time. It's your time. Find something to do.
Absolutely.
So just sitting there waiting on somebody. My time is precious. I'm not just gonna sit here and wait. I got stuff to do.
Yeah. Got stuff to do. Yeah.
I got stuff I want to do. And then here's another thing. these will be the same type of women that complain that I lost myself in a relationship and I lost my sense of identity.
She wasn't doing that.
Because you didn't even know who you was. You didn't have no hobbies. You didn't know what you like, but you know you like that Dino.
It's a no-brainer. Of course, you're gonna lose yourself. You're not doing anything.
You gotta have hobbies. You have to have stuff that you like to do. And most of these women don't. You hear it in their rhetoric. They have. You have not. You what? Go quote the Scarface back.
You have nothing to do with your life, pussycat. Work with the blind kids, the fucking lepers or something. Waiting around all day.
Right. That's what this is the main thing that I want to leave y'all with is women, we got to have some hobbies. Now, my personal hobbies is watching movies, TV shows, and playing video games. That's what I do in my free time. And that keeps me occupied. If I'm bored with a game, I'm going to go watch some TV. I got a show. I always got a show or a movie that is next up on my list so I can get immersed in it.
See?
So
your own time. You doing your own thing.
My own time.
You know? You gotta be able to do your own thing. And you know, this comes off work because at the end of the day, like whether they want to believe it or not, women's purpose is men. But when you got this chaotic or the warped side of it, they try to follow you around and they don't have anything other than you.
Right.
That's where it gets bad. Like, oh, you on the game too much. And what are you gonna do?
Yes.
Like they're trying to, you know, stay up under you to a certain extent so much that your time they occupying. How's your time occupied? They don't have anything outside of that, you know. So it gets nasty. Like you want the woman to be attentive to what's going on. Like she's not just aloof, just doing her own thing all the time. No, but with this woman, what Shorty said, she did what she was supposed to do. What was satisfy the man, she just couldn't fill in the gap,
the other part
when he's not around. Right. You know, you have to have that other part, your own. You know, you have to, even though you're married and you're in a relationship and y'all locked in tight or whatever. She's not married, but if you were, you locked in real tight, you still have to maintain your individuality. And I'm sure that's kind of tough, but that's where the balance comes in. Once you lose that, like you said, you lose yourself within the relationship. And that could be for a man too. You have to always keep that balance, your individuality in the relationship as well, you know? Yeah. So, well, yeah, this was, I'm sorry, y'all. We had to do it. Those brain cells, you know, like I said, go do a puzzle, some Sudoku or something to stimulate your brain. Those brain cells have died. Yeah, those brain cells have died with these two dumb and dumberer over here. But anyway, I guess we'll leave it right there. You heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down there in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree. We were on base, off base. You know we are 360-degree thinkers over here on this platform. Free thought, always #1 promoted here. So leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. You know, we'll be back with some more of this stage show foolishness. Thank y'all. We very much appreciate y'all for coming out. We'll catch up with y'all in the next one. Y'all be safe and have a good